you know, Giant fans? Don't you know? Don't you know? Nick Sirianni's cannoli crushers are registered lethal weapons. Dallas still stinks. You're by the way, King Dingbat here, and did you guys not know? Did you not know that my gabagool cannoli eating friend Nick Sirianni, my coach, is already reaching legendary status, and he hasn't even gone into his second year yet? Now, we're going to get into it in a second, but before we do that, if you're new to the channel, make sure to like, make sure, more importantly, to subscribe for Eagles content, daily NFL content. You don't want to miss it, okay? And if you've been subscribed for a while, just double check, double moonwalk check. Make sure you're still subscribed. This story today has me rolling, dude. It has me rolling because, one, in all seriousness, I don't think it is what it was perceived to be. But two, I gotta love a coach that gets into it with rival fans. I love it. I love it. You know what I mean? I mean, he wasn't really like throwing blows or anything like that. He's got these cannoli crushers. Boom, 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 and knock the cannoli out of you. You know what I'm saying? These are gabagool rattlers. You know what I'm saying? And this story is hilarious. For those that don't know, a caller, I guess, called into WFAN and said that he almost got it in a fight with Nick Sirianni. Now, he's a New York Giant fan, and this is hilarious, okay? So I'm going to just get right into it, okay? So here's the original story, right? A WFAN caller alleged Thursday he almost threw down with the Eagles head coach while playing tennis at Centennial Park in Haddonfield, New Jersey. Quote, Peter from Mapleshade called the morning show host Boomer Esiason and Greg Giannotti, I don't know who he is, with the tale, saying Sirianni got upset because he, a Bronx native, was wearing a Giants cap along with a Yankees t-shirt. Who's texting me? Mr. Mapleshade says he was playing on the court adjacent to Sirianni and his wife when the kerfuffle occurred, okay? He goes, and I guess he's talking about Nick Sirianni. He goes, hey, I have a problem with what you're wearing. The caller said, and I go, listen, bro, if you have a problem, you can come over here and do something about it. The caller claimed Sirianni said he had a problem with someone wearing a Giants cap. You gotta love that coach on these courts. He had a problem with him wearing a cap on those courts. Sirianni also allegedly repeatedly said to the Giants and the head coach, Brian DeBall sucks. I love it. He says, I'm like, the guy wants to fight, the caller said. He claimed Sirianni took a few steps toward him, but the brouhaha ended without further escalation. Now, I just love the part that he says, your head coach sucks. You gotta love it, you know. I don't think that this actually happened, or at least the way it was perceived, right? But I like a fiery coach, man. I like a coach that has pride in his team, doesn't like the rival teams. You know, one of the things that I hate the most, okay, about being a fan and then watching players and coaches who play or coach on your team, one of the things I hate the most is when you, the fan, care more about the team than seemingly the player or the coaches or the front office. Like, it should matter more to the players that they lost. But why am I taking it harder? Why is it hurting me more than them? I hate watching my team lose, and then you see like post-game stuff or people talking and they're laughing, having a good time. They don't care. They don't care. At least this shows me, on whatever level that this happened, that you have a coach who at least cares. He at least doesn't like the Giants, okay? Now, John Clark later on came out and he talked a little bit about this, and this is what he said. He said, I'm told the Giant fan story about Nick Sirianni getting on him for wearing a Giants hat near him on a tennis court is grossly exaggerated, but you're saying it happened. There was some sort of involvement. That's what he's saying. He says, I'm told Nick was just busting chops about the guy's Giant gear in a friendly and joking way. Pound Philly guy. Now, that's probably what happened. I mean, I can't imagine Nick Sirianni so stupid to come into almost real blows with a fan, right? I mean, that would be stupid. One, you're going to get sued, and it's going to look real bad on you and the team. I can't imagine he would do it. But I can see you're on the tennis courts, you're seeing somebody, you're just talking, trying to bust some balls, you know what I'm saying? One time I was in Vegas. It was after Ben Roethlisberger's after his rookie year, right? And we were in Vegas, Green Valley Ranch, me and my friend, and we're sitting there. And my friend, he's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, right? He's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. And it was so funny because he's older than Ben Roethlisberger, and we were getting ready to go out. I was living in Vegas at the time. He flew in from the East Coast. I go pick him up at the casino, and I'm like, let's go off of the strip. Let's go to a casino. Let's go to Green Valley Ranch. So we go to Green Valley Ranch, and before we left there, he's like, man, I'm thinking I'm going to put my Ben Roethlisberger jersey on. I'm like, yeah, put your Ben Roethlisberger jersey on. So he didn't. He ended up didn't. But we go to Green Valley Ranch. Ben Roethlisberger's playing. He's playing, right? He's there at the casino, and he's playing craps. Now, that's Philly 500's game. I throw craps, you know what I'm saying? And, so we're playing on this table. Ben Roethlisberger comes up, and I'm thinking, oh, my God, you would have looked like, to my friend, you would have looked like such a fool being an older guy if you had his jersey on and he's there playing craps with you. It would have been hilarious, but he didn't do it. But, he's throwing the craps, and I'm busting his chops. I'm saying, come on, man, that's how you throw craps? How do you throw a football, man? How did you guys even win as many games as you did? But I was busting his balls, right? He just laughed and ignored me, laughed, kind of smirk, make a joke, But it was a good fun. It wasn't serious. It wasn't like we're going to come to blows, you know what I'm saying? But, it was what it was. I didn't grab his hand and go, get your 3 and 13 hands off me like I did with Redskin once. But it was a good fun. So what I'm saying, my point of the story is, I think this is just some good fun. He's just busting the guy's balls. And the Giant fan either over-exaggerated to make it sound like it was more important or a bigger deal than it was, or he's really sensitive. And maybe he's sensitive. Now, we did find out that the person on the tennis courts who was playing tennis was one Cop Pizzle. It was Cop Pizzle. It was him. He was out there, and he was getting all butthurt, which I could totally see. He's kind of a sensitive guy. So maybe that's what it was. But in all seriousness, I think it's a hilarious story to me. Nick Sirianni having good fun, busting balls, no big deal. They're trying to make it bigger than it is. It's not really that big deal. But I do like a coach that notices rival when somebody's wearing rival stuff, that doesn't like the Giants, that doesn't like Dallas. Like, I like that about the guy. I like the personality. I think it fits. I think it's a good thing. I really do. So all I can say is, good job, Nick Sirianni, my cannoli-eating, gabagool-eating coach. I wasn't even going to do a video today, but I just thought this was so funny that I was like, I got to do something on this because it's hilarious. I could just imagine him saying, your coach sucks. And the great thing is we got to play him. We got to play him twice a year. I actually think the ball for the Giants is good. I actually think the Giants did do a good job hiring their staff. I'll give Giants fans credit. I do think you guys had a really good draft. I think the Giants finally made some progress forward. The question with the Giants going into the season is, what does it mean? Like, how good can they be this year? I don't know. I think it's going to take them a few years. I still don't think Daniel Jones is the guy, so they're going to have to figure that out. But I think Nick Sirianni being like that, I think it's hilarious. The guy has got fire, right? There's some fire in this guy. He's got pride. He's got some fire. I like that he yells at the players when they need to. I mean, he went off on Jalen regular last year. It worked for about 3 weeks. But I think he's got some pride. I think he's a fiery guy, and I kind of like his personality. Now, everybody judges Nick Sirianni on his press conference, right? Oh, Nick Sirianni, he just seemed real nervous in his press conference, or he looked like an idiot. A lot of people thought. I thought he was fine, okay? And to me, what I liked best about Nick Sirianni last year was when we could not win games. We could not move the ball through the air. We were struggling. He went back and he revamped his offense, and he revamped it all so that it would fit our offense and fit our skilled players, so we would have a chance, and we got into the playoffs. And not only that, he had no problem giving up his play calling to his offensive coordinator Steichen. He had no problem doing it. He swallowed his pride. So you got a fiery guy who likes to joke around, who has pride in his team, who's willing to do whatever it takes, including giving up play calling to make it happen. So far, to me, Nick Sirianni is passing all the tests. Now we're gonna see what he does this year with all the weapons that they got. But so far, to me, he's passing the test, and I'm totally okay with it. Let me know what you guys think. I thought this was a hilarious story. What do you guys think? With that said, take care. Talk to you later, of course. Don't be a dingbat. It's Howie Vision. We're all just living in it. Man, I gotta tell you, it's going to be tough for me. It's going to be tough, you know. We've had these kittens now for 7 weeks, right? For 7 weeks. And my wife is starting to, find out where some of the kittens are going to go once they hit the 8-week range, right? Because you want to basically have them be with their mother and stuff for like at least 8 weeks, okay? So a couple of them will be ready to go next week, and she's already starting to make arrangements. Now we're going to be out of town, so we'll be giving them away when we get back. But I gotta tell you, like, it is killing me. Like, I'm getting so attached to these damn cats that I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm already having panic attacks about letting these cats go. I don't know how I'm going to do it. It's going to be tough, man. I feel kind of like a little down today, because I'm growing attached to these cats, and like 2 of them already snagged up in like 15 minutes. It's crazy. With that said, Denzel Washington out.